Yeah, the goal on this album though, like I'm coming for my respect, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm coming for my respect. I know I did it to myself, so I gotta get this shit back about the mud. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So as a songwriter, as an artist, I'm coming for respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all the like I ain't never got a BET award nomination of motherfucking
Really?
yeah for nothing. Like not the BET Hip Hop Award. I think I got one of those for like my nigga back in the day, but like for nothing, bro. For no, my crazy life, the album, nigga. No, nigga, nothing, nigga. BET Awards, MTV, VMA, AMA, whatever the fuck. Like a what, like YG, like never.
So this interview came out before YG just dropped his new album, Gentleman's Club, and he's talking about how he wants to be respected as an artist, right? And if you are familiar with YG or whatever, you know that YG has always dropped bangers. YG always got memorable singles and he got multiple hits, to be honest. But I don't think people respect YG as an album artist. They don't respect YG as a creator. You see what I'm saying? They don't respect YG on the academy level or like the accolade level or really and on a fan level. I don't think fans look at YG and think a creative artist who is going to put time and effort into creating a cohesive project that sounds fire, that connects. You feel what I'm saying? So I think right here he's saying like, I want to turn a new leaf. I want to be respected. I want to get the awards. I want to get all these different things that I know I'm capable of getting and I know I'm capable of doing.
Like all this type of shit, you know what I'm saying, was going on, and this was like regular, like, you know what I'm saying, like my whole 10 years I've been in the game, you know what I'm saying, and like I always felt some type of way. I'm like, why ain't getting this? Why? I'm like, they don't fuck with me, like, right? So it's just like, noise. Now, like, bro, like, you wasn't even giving these niggas, like after my crazy life, like, you wasn't even giving them, like the shits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that conversation with Sycamore, like, it really helped the nigga, like, bro, it was you, because what you was on. Like, what you was on was some people to understand. Some people probably be like, nigga, you crazy. Like,
see, right here in this moment, YG is doing something that a lot of artists at his level aren't really doing when it comes to winning these awards or whatever, right? And that's just taking accountability and saying, I got to deliver something. I got to deliver something better. I haven't been putting the time and energy into delivering a quality product. You feel what I'm saying? And YG took that accountability and said, like, hey, at the end of the day, bro, it's me. It's my responsibility to go and get these awards. It's my responsibility to at least get nominated for the art that I'm creating. That's what YG is basically saying here. And I think a lot of artists at YG's level can learn something from his level of accountability and his level of understanding where the responsibility lies. As an artist, the responsibility lies with you. How far are you willing to go to create something that is going to be memorable, that is going to be dope, that is going to be even nominated, right? And I think YG showed the level of separation there. But all of that leads into the advice that Kendrick Lamar gave.
the fuck? Like, I was talking to Doc and shit. I'm playing on the album and shit. And then I'm having this same convo with bro. And I'm telling him about what I was doing. Like, putting out albums just to get out the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because my deal was fucked up. And then he was like, bro, you was on that? You was really doing that? I'm like, yeah, I was on that. He was like, yeah, bro, you ain't never supposed to do that. Like, you ain't never supposed to, like, the music cannot, like, you gotta give it your all every time. I'm like, yeah, bro, I fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my goals, my intentions, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming for, like, everything.
I'm not gonna lie, that explains a lot of YG's releases over the last 10 years. If we just being completely honest. You feel what I'm saying? Outside of, like, you know, the hit singles or My Crazy Life or whatever, outside of the hits, the entire albums haven't really been that. They haven't really been something where, you know, everybody's clamoring, talking about how great or amazing this project is, how thought out or cohesive or whatever. You can tell that there's not really a lot of effort being put into the albums. And I always just figure that that's the type of artist that YG was. Like, he would have an album with a few hits on it, boom, boom, and then you move on. And the hits last for a while, and then you move on, right? But turns out that he was doing this to get out of his deal. He was in a bad contract, so he's just putting these like albums together, just throwing stuff together and just putting it out there. Now realizing that there's a level of legacy that he could be attaining just by putting out quality work, just by putting 100% into the music, right? And Kendrick Lamar telling him like, hey, you're not supposed to do that ever. Like, even if you in a situation where you in a bad album situation, or you in a boom, boom, or whatever, you supposed to be taking it seriously every single time. And Kendrick is the dude that could say that. We talking about a dude who went from Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly, to Damn, to Mr. Morale, to G&X. And we skipping over, you know what I mean, the Untitled, right? We not even talking about Section 80. We're not even talking about Overly Dedicated. Kendrick Lamar has put time and effort into every single piece of music that he's worked on and is taking it very seriously. And even if there were some situations in his stuff where it wasn't really going well, we never really understood that or could tell by the music, because he was always putting that energy in. So I'm here to tell you, after listening to YG's album yesterday, right? And I got the reaction on Patreon. Y'all gotta go tap in with the Patreon. It's only $5. Click the $5 Patreon tier, and you get all these different music reactions I've been doing. I've been dropping a lot, right? We're doing Mr. Morale and the Blueprint 2 next. But after listening to that album, YG 1000% took Kendrick Lamar's advice very seriously. Okay, and that's not to give Kendrick Lamar all the credit for what YG did, but what I'm saying is YG's storytelling, the album feels cohesive. He's still doing YG things, still got the hits on there, but now outside of that, there's these super deep songs about him and his life, and real authentic perspective about where he is in his life, where he comes. Like, it's beautiful. And then you got these incredible storytelling songs, right? And let's go over a couple of them, actually. Spoiler alert for anybody that want to go listen to the album first, right? But he has 2 songs on this album that are connected to each other, and that's Hitman and Ready to Die, right? And Hitman is basically him talking about the process of hiring a hitman, what that looks like, identifying somebody, identifying the car, what the whole process of hiring a hitman and a hitman carrying out the hit. Now, throughout the song, the hitman is struggling to find the person that he put the hit on, right? The hitman is struggling to go figure this person out and see what they look like. He can't tell where they are. He can't figure it out. So YG is basically saying like, hey, like, if this is the case, I'm just not gonna pay you as much. Every week that passes, that's another 1,000 down. That's another whatever down that I would have paid you, right? And you know, they get into a debacle or whatever, boom, boom. At the very end of the song, you find out that the reason why the hitman was struggling to find this dude is because he was sent to kill YG by YG. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but before this song, YG is consistently talking about getting rid of his old ways of being, right? Not wanting to be the person that he was before, not wanting to be attached to what he's attached to, but feeling like he gotta be, right? So this hitman actually is sent to kill the old him. One of the craziest parts about it was, wait, the hitman realizes the address is like right next to your place, right? That was the crazy part about it. But the hitman is sent to kill the old him. And then later in the album, he has a song called Ready to Die, which is the hitman's response, right? Not only is it the hitman's response, but it's the old version of him responding to the new version of him wanting to kill him. So the old version of him is like the old YG, you feel what I'm saying? The game banging, all the different stuff that he claims, right? And he's basically fighting for his place in YG's consciousness, YG's body, or whatever it is. And he's actually saying, you know what? I'm gonna put a hit out on you. I'm gonna put a hit out on what YG is trying to become, the new YG, who YG really is. I'm gonna put a hit out on you. I'm gonna come get you, right? And what makes it crazy is it represents the spiritual battle, or like the even the physical battle of what it's like to try to step into your new reality after being who you are for so many years. And there's a saying where it's like it's a lot easier to be the old you than it is to be the new you, because you're used to doing what the old you does. If the old you has been living for this long, it's going to be way more comfortable and used to going back to what that version was doing. It's not just a quick, easy, you know what I'm saying, transition. It's not an easy transition. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes due diligence and focus and practice and intention. And YG is basically saying, like, he's trying to get rid of the old him, but the old him is pulling him. The old him is still pulling him. And you hear this throughout the songs where he's talking about wanting to be the new him, but people gonna play with his name. Wanting to be the new him, but people think, you know what I'm saying, that means he's soft now and all this different stuff. So the way he personified this is crazy. And then the new him ends up killing the old him. The new him ends up killing the old him. And it represents him actually stepping, actually at the very end, I missed the part, but the new him essentially is in this debacle with the old him, and I thought that was just a great way to paint that picture. But there's one more part I forgot to mention, and that's the fact that at the very end of the album, he has a song talking about suicide. He has a song talking about his battles with wanting to kill himself, like unalive himself. He has the outro is talking about getting rid of himself, and talking about all these different painful events that cause this and that lead to this, all the way from his childhood. And by the time you get to the end of the song, right, he actually does do it. He takes his own life. Then the narrator comes in and starts talking about how, wait, you probably thought that, you know what I mean, he wasn't supposed to take his own life, boom, boom, but he had to do this so the new him could live. Welcome to the Gentleman's Club. So he gets rid of the old him so that the new him could live. And that's how he gets into the Gentleman's Club. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. YG just put together some shit. Like, that whole concept is fantastic, bro. It's fantastic. And then we're not even talking about the other highlights on the album. Like, that in itself summarized the whole album. We're not even talking about the other highlights. We're not even talking about on Righting My Wrongs, where he's talking about all the past things that he did that he feel wrong for, all the people that he feel like he blamed himself for. Really speaking for his generation, really speaking for the other gangsters, the other gang members, the other people who live the lifestyle that he lived, that probably can't say what he say. When he say it probably hit home harder than another artist might say it. It probably hit home harder than the Kendrick saying it, right? Because he's saying it, and he's saying it in a way where it's very easily digestible and it's very easily understood in their language. You feel what I'm saying? So we're not even talking about this Tiffany song where, bruh, Tiffany, you know, I'm not even going to talk about Tiffany. I want y'all to go experience that for yourself. Go experience Tiffany, bruh. I think I'm going to do a whole separate video on that later after people are done listening to the album, because Tiffany is magnificent. Tiffany is a magnificent song. He had another song right before that. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The more I'm talking about it, this might be this might be the album of the year, bro. No cap. And I never thought I'd be saying that about a YG album, but it's up there. It's at bare minimum, it's up there, and it deserves to be nominated for something. Absolutely. Even if it don't win, nominate that shit. Simple. You know what I'm saying? We could keep this video going and stuff, but honestly, I think I'm gonna end it right here. Long story short, y'all go play that goddamn album. The album is fire. The storytelling, the vulnerability, it really takes. He really took what Kendrick was saying seriously, and he took what he was saying, what himself was thinking and feeling seriously. He wants to win. He wants the awards. He wants the accolades. He wants the proof that he's one of the best. And this album does it. This album does it. Period. This album does it. You feel what I'm saying? So go play the album. Go tap in with the Patreon. It's only $5 for the tier. Click on that. You get not only this reaction, but a bunch of other reactions. You get the Jay-Z journey, all that good stuff. The Black Album reaction coming soon. I think I'm gonna do the Black Album live. Let me know what y'all think. Black Album live stream reaction on Twitch, and then drop it on Patreon. What y'all think? Because I ain't been doing none of the reactions live. The Black Album, a lot of people are excited about that, so I'm like, maybe I should do that live, then drop it on Patreon. But let me know what y'all think. Regardless, if you want to go see my reaction, go tap in with the Patreon. Only $5. All these videos are coming to YouTube eventually. I got a dope-ass idea I think y'all gonna enjoy, you feel what I'm saying? So stay tuned, all that good stuff. And like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all.